Astro off of the White Stripes' first album. This is a pretty easy one. Should be able to knock this out pretty quick. So it starts just kind of bending a string on the G string there on about the 3rd fret. You can start on the 2nd fret if you want to, but just bend it up while you're counting with the microphone stuff down your throat. And then you go. So you're just kind of going back and forth from the E to the G, and you keep your index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. So easy. So he kind of has some different, a little bit different treatment each time that he plays it. Doesn't change it a lot, but it goes so you see how it's just kind of adjusting when you hit that G string. And then when he starts singing, he keeps it pretty well just back and forth like this. Then he hits an A chord. So that's 3 strings on the D, G, and B, and you're hitting the open A string. And then he goes from a B, which is 2nd fret of the A string, power chord. So it goes from that B to an A again, and you're just hitting a little power chord there, the open A and the 2nd fret of the D string. And then a G power chord, that's 3rd fret of the E string, F sharp, which is 2nd fret of the E string, and then you're back to the E, which is open E and 2nd fret of the A string. So hopefully you know these chords. If you don't, you can learn them, and it makes it a little bit easier to learn all kinds of songs. So if I say an E power chord, you should know where that is. F sharp, G. So it starts. And it goes back and forth like this while he's singing about Jasper. Doesn't do the lilt too much while he's singing the lyrics. Just changes the, just the rhythm of it a little bit. Goes to the next one. Stretches that G string, the G note on the E string. So I'm hitting that A chord again. Stretching the G string, G note. Stretching that. Hitting the E power chord. I think he does that 3 times. And then a B. You don't have to hit those power chords when you're going down that. You can't just hit those. I just hit the strings sometime, the E string on the 3rd, 2nd, and then open. Sings the next couple of lines. Cuts one off, hits that A chord, and then kind of hits it again and cuts it off. And then hits the G note on that E string, so the 3rd fret. And does one more time where he ends it just. Kind of changes the tempo to something like right before he sings about Tesla and Edison. It doesn't have to be exact. People will know the song if they know the song. And then kind of the big change is when he goes. So that is, he ends it normally, he ends it on that A chord. And then here's that little solo riff. Bend up the 3rd fret of the E string high E, 2nd fret of the G string, open E string, 3rd fret of the B string, easier to play than to describe. 3rd fret of the B string, open E string, 3rd fret of the E string, then open E string again. Then you're going to hit the 2nd fret of the G string and the 3rd fret of the B string together. After that, you'll hit the B and the E string open together. And then you'll do kind of a walk down double stop on 3rd fret of the G and the B, 2nd fret of the G and the B, open G and B, and then the 2nd fret of the D string one time, and then you'll hit the G and B open again, and then you kind of end bending, just a slightly bending or giving a little bit of attitude to that G note on the E string, so 3rd fret. So see how the back and forth from the E to the G has changed. And he does that until he starts the final little solo, which is... And then he holds that E note on the high E string up on the 12th fret until the end. So that, and you might during that toggle up your tone a little bit. And it's hard to do it exactly the way he does it, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, it doesn't have to be exact. Kind of know the personality of that solo, and then and it's easier to play when there's music and along with it. So that is bending up the 5th fret and bend it up a whole step. You relax it a little bit and then take it back up. Catch the 3rd fret of the E string, and then you're on the B string 5th fret, which you hit a few times until it resolves back on the 3rd fret of the E string. And he holds that quite a while. So those are, I think, 30-second notes. So he's hitting that pretty fast, and all the while he's ending it by going something like that. So that is it, Astro. I think you can learn it from this. I know I didn't go over every little bend and sound and note that he hits, but you know, I don't think you have to be like that to learn a Jack White song. But that's just me. You can learn it as detailed as you want. You've got the basics now. You can listen to the song over and over and over and get it exactly like you want. Or you can get up and thrash around and play Astro and have a good time. And that's the whole point.